Hello everybody, Live for Life here, bringing guys a brand new video. So, episode 8, I believe, yeah, episode 8 of Yugioh VRAINS came out recently, and of course I watched it, and, well, it's such... I am loving VRAINS with more and more with every episode, like, holy crap. This episode was a perfect follow-up episode to the previous one. It sets up everything going on for the next 4 episodes, okay? Seriously, I'm not joking. The spoilers, okay? The next 4 episodes is all one duel, and it's all the duel between Yusaku and Revolver. That's how long this duel is gonna be. 4 freaking episodes between Yusaku and Revolver, and I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be awesome. So, this episode was overall just really, really great. We get to see the aftermath of the duel between Blue Angel and Yusaku. We see that Blue Angel has become, she's gone comatose and everything. And so Yusaku, the instant the duel's over, he goes over to Blue Angel. He's trying to like wake her up, see if she's okay. And then of course I guess the Link Friends police start coming over. So he logs out and he figures that, okay, so she's got to be somewhere in school because it was during class. She's got to be somewhere around here, and he wants to make sure that she's okay. He finds her unconscious on the school roof, or I believe that's where she was whenever she went to go into VRAINS and everything. And he gets her into the hospital and everything. Her big brother, of course, rushes over to see her. We get to see a little bit of an interaction between Yusaku and Aoi's brother and everything, who I believe his name is Akira. And Akira, he's obviously very thankful, and I can't but wonder if he has, because I can't but kind of laugh, because he hates Playmaker after this, because he thinks that it's because of him that she's in a coma and everything. And yeah, he's obviously very thankful towards Yusaku, so I can't but wonder how he would react whenever, if ever, he figures out that, oh, Playmaker's Yusaku and Yusaku's Playmaker. So, everything is kind of freaking out. Yusaku's trying to figure out what's wrong with her, and he talks with Ignis and Kusanagi, I believe is his name, the friend of Yusaku. I can't ever remember his name. And they're talking, and Ignis is like, hey, yeah, it's a virus or something put onto her by Hanoi, even though he ate because I forgot to mention it, he ate the virus that Hanoi put on her in Link VRAINS, but however the virus spread to her actual brain, her actual real life brain, and apparently that's possible while you're linked up, which makes sense because you're linked up through your consciousness, so of course you would be able to possibly get a virus from your AI, from your avatar counterpart into your real one, into your real brain and everything. And he basically says that, hey, the only ones who can deactivate it is Hanoi. Or whoever in Hanoi is the one who created the virus. And so they're trying to figure out how they're going to be able to do this. And while this is going on, Akira, Aoi's big brother, he gets yelled at by his bosses. Because not only did that all happen, but they also figured out that Aoi is Blue Angel, and they think that because she had Hanoi virus and everything and some sort of connection to Hanoi, they think that, oh, maybe she was a spy for Hanoi, and maybe she was spying on Akira, and maybe even possibly Akira is actually a Hanoi spy. And so they're very worried about that, and they're like, hey, we're going to look into this, and your job's on the line. Unless you can prove to us that you're not not a Hanoian spy or something. And and he's trying to remain calm. He thinks that it's Playmaker who did everything, and so he basically says, hey, I'm going to catch Playmaker one way or the other and prove to you. And they're like, yeah, do it, maybe. And if you can, maybe we'll take your word for it. And so he goes and meets up with Emma. It turns out that Emma ratted him out because she's being hired by the head honchos of SOL Technologies, and basically because she's a mercenary, she will do whatever for money, and it doesn't really matter to her who's who, just as long as she's getting paid, which kind of makes me wonder if she's ever going to get like paid by the Knights of Hanoi to do something, which would be interesting. So then Akira basically says, hey, I'll hire you again, I need you to do this one thing. And then they set up this trap, and they do this by having Emma go into VRAINS as with looking like Blue Angel. This is the now total second time where Yusaku gets dragged into Vrains, being tricked in there one way or the other. Granted, this time they know for a fact that Blue Angel, that's not Blue Angel, and he knows that's going to be a trap, so he goes in anyways. And he goes in, confronts her, it's a trap, but it's not just any sort of normal trap. The entirety of Link Vrains is turned into the trap, and they trap him into this like chapel area. He's like being crushed by this giant demon hand, and Akira shows up and he's like crushing Yusaku. He's like, tell me the truth, and Yusaku's like, hey, I am not the one who did it. And not only that, but also while this is going on in the chapel is Blue Angel, like actually Blue Angel, and lying on a bed. She kind of looks like Sleeping Beauty at this point. I've noticed some people like bring up that comparison because Aoi's brain, something messed up due to the virus and everything, and she's stuck in Link Vrains, but at the same time both her real body and her avatar body are in comas. So something's wrong. She's stuck in Link Vrains, but she can't do anything, and so she's unconscious and everything. And while this is all going on, all of a sudden, Revolver makes like the most freaking epic entry ever for a main antagonist. He kind of just literally like blows down the house, comes in a tornado, and he basically says, hey, I'll cure Aoi, Blue Angel, whatever, I can't remember which name he used, if you let me duel Yusaku and if he wins. If you let me duel Playmaker and if he wins. That's basically what he said. And Akira's like, heck no, how am I supposed to trust you? Or heck him. And he's like, well, okay then, I guess your sister will just die then. And Akira's like, dang it. So he lets Yusaku go, and Yusaku goes to duel against Revolver, whom of which can freaking control data storms. And they go off to go, and Revolver goes off to get ready for the duel, and then Playmaker chases after him. And basically, as Playmaker's about to leave, Akira's like, hey, I know you hate me, or you probably hate me, so, but just please do win for her. And he's like, I don't hate you, I just hate Hanoi. And then that's the end of the episode. So this episode was really, really great. The animation, the music, everything was really great. I freaking loved it. I really want the soundtrack for this anime. I've liked certain songs of Arc V, and then certain songs of all the others, but Vrains has a stellar soundtrack all around, and I haven't heard a single song that I don't like yet, so I really, really want that soundtrack. Another thing that I really like is how they're really building up all these character relations. And I get the feeling that over the next 4 episodes, as Revolver and Playmaker duel, we're going to get a lot of backstory for Revolver. Because right now we know almost nothing about the guy, other than that he's doing something for his father, who looks to be in a coma and can't leave his bed. So it's going to be very interesting to see where all that goes. And I just really can't wait for this next few episodes. It's going to be awesome. We might finally get to see Firewall Dragon. Although, if we do, probably not going to be until the last episode of the duel, and that's also probably going to be when we get to see Varel Load Dragon, because honestly, from the way it looks like that Revolver, his deck is comprised of 3 different decks. The freaking Crackling Dragon stuff, and then the Dragon stuff with Sniffing Dragon, and Twin Beam Dragon, Twin Triangle Dragon, and then finally the Violet archetype. And I get the feeling that it's going to start off with that mishmash of stuff, and then it's going to focus on the Violet archetype as the series goes on more and more, unless Revolver just disappears after this arc. So it's going to be interesting to see where everything goes. And I can't wait to see how this duel is going to go. Something tells me that this 4-episode long duel is going to end up in either a tie or undecided, because in every single series, with the exception of Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, actually, wait, yeah, even in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So it started with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. In every single series, starting with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the first duel between the main character and his rival always ends in either a tie or undecided. With like Jaden versus freaking Chaz. It ends in I believe a tie or undecided. I can't remember which. And then you have the duel between Yusei and Jack in the second episode of 5Ds. I think it was either the second or the third, and that ends in an undecided. Although it would have, if the duel had actually ended without being interrupted by the Crimson Dragon and all that crap, it would have ended with Yusei winning. And then in Sexol, the first duel between Yuma and Kai ends when Kai has to leave because his brother's in trouble. And then Arc V, Reiji leaves because something came up and he has to leave in the middle of the duel. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. I almost guarantee you it's going to end with a tie or something, and then Revolver's going to be like, okay, whatever, here's the cure for Blue Angel, and then he's going to leave. I get the feeling that's going to be what's going to happen. I kind of hope it doesn't happen because I hate it when that happens, because I'm like, God dang it, you make me watch 4 episodes and nothing's resolved, really. So it's going to be interesting to see where things go. So guys, what are your thoughts on this episode? Are you excited for the 4-episode long duel? Like seriously, people have been complaining, oh, there's not enough duels in Vrains. Well, you're getting 4 episodes of it, so this is going to be very interesting to see. So guys, what are your thoughts? Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. And see you all later. Peace out and goodbye. Legend for Life. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my 2 Patreons so far. To my 2 wonderful Patreons, Cambrock223 and Night Zone. You guys are incredibly awesome, and it just, I can't express my thanks enough. Thank you guys both, and I hope everybody has a great day. See y'all later. Peace out.